Hello, this is Juanita. Thank you so much for coming back. I know that in the past I have done so many different things for this channel that you guys are probably spinning. I've decided that I need to go back to my roots, go back to the first thing that I wanted to do with this channel, which was writing. NaNoWrimo's coming up and I'm getting prepared for it again. Just for the people who don't know what NaNoWrimo is, it is National Novel Writing Month, and it happens 3 times a year actually. Camp Nanowrimo happens in April and July, and in November is the regular NaNoWrimo. And it pretty much gives you the allowance to choose how many words per day you want to write and your ultimate goal. Usually people try around 50,000 words, and that's what I've tried every time I've tried NaNoWrimo before. But this is Camp Nanowrimo. Their rules are a little more lenient than, November's NaNoWrimo, and so I hope that I will have something more attainable. I was thinking 20 or 30,000 words, and this time I'm going to have a little bit more help because I am participating in something called the HB90 method. This is something that was created by Sarah Cannon. The HB90 method is helping me to discover what my goals really are. Like you know how somebody asks you how you're doing, you're like, oh, I'm fine. That's how every goal setting starts. You're like, oh, you give the perfunctory answers and you're like, oh, okay, that's fine. I think I'd like to get a better job. I'd like to make more money. It's all the normal stuff that everybody wants. But her questions really makes you dig deeper into your thoughts and your consciousness, and it really helps you to bring out what you're really, truly wanting. I hope to better manage my time and create goals that are attainable. I'd like to create content that would be good for wannabe authors, for people who are authors, and document my journey. April is right around the corner and Camp Nanowrimo is coming back. I have some tools in my tool belt that is going to help me. For the first time ever, I'm going to have a Kanban board. This is my Kanban board. So I am going to have 3 different goals that I'm choosing. My first goal will be here, second here, and my third over here. And this top row is going to be for the task that I have not begun yet. Once I begin a task, I take the post-it note from up here and put it in the middle. And then after you finish it, complete it, put it down here at the bottom. So this is a keeping track of your goals and your tasks, and for a certain period of time. For me, it's going to be 90 days, 3 months, a quarter of a year. And I think this is going to help me a lot into deciding where my time goes, how to schedule my time better. I'm really excited to try it because this is something that I've not tried before. 2021 is going to be my year of getting it done. I will get back to you next week with more information about this. I know right now it seems like it's going to be easy, and I know it probably won't be once I start getting into it. I'm going to have to be diligent in trying to make sure that I actually follow through on a lot of stuff, because I have a long history of making plans, making schedules, and never following through on them. The reason that I am turning back to writing is because it was my passion from very early childhood. And I would write scenes and I would let my friends and family read them and get their feedback on them, and it was fun watching their reactions while they read. And I've always been creative, and I think for a while, growing up, life gets hard and you kind of forget the creativity that you once had. And you have to refill the well, and sometimes the well is, too hard to get to. It's too far away. It's in the middle of a forest, and how are you going to get there? But you have to make an effort, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to transition my life from this corporate world that I currently work in to a creative world to work in, because I feel like I will be happier, for one thing. I don't know if I'll make as much money, but that will come later. This is part of the work-life balance. And lately, my balance has been off. There are so many things that I wanted to do, and all of those dreams are still in my head, but over the years, they became unattainable. I started this channel back in September of last year, 2020, and it was for the main express purpose to have an Authortube channel. And I wanted to share my knowledge with people. I wanted to share my writing with people. I wanted to bring you along for the journey into becoming a published author. I did NaNoWriMo last November, and I did not complete it. And there was a pause in there in which I was thinking that the reason that I can't finish NaNoWriMo is because there's too much clutter around me, and I needed to reorganize my office. I needed to get rid of a lot of stuff, which I did for the most part. I got rid of a lot of clothes, I got rid of a lot of books. And this office it's arranged differently than it was before. Now that my clutter is a little bit better managed, I'm hoping to get back in here and share my knowledge with the world. Even if my knowledge is, basic at best, it's okay. I don't know. The point is, I'm back in Authortube. I am going to be putting out some content on writing related subjects and sharing my journey again. So I've learned a lot about creating content, creating videos, video editing, and writing. So I'm going to share my best work with you. I'm really excited about the Kanban board. I have to go buy some post-it notes so I can write my little tasks and goals on there, and step-by-step instructions. I need to work on my outline again too. Right now, my niece is looking over some of the words that I wrote before. It's kind of like Act 1. I'm gonna have to change that around a lot. From the first act, I pretty much immediately veered from the road that they were supposed to be on in the outline that I created, and I'm starting to suspect that maybe I'm not a planner. Maybe I'm a plantser or a pantser, because my characters were just going all over the place without me. Bye! Ready, set, go!